Stadium. It's a pleasure to welcome Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dan.
Richo, today is the biggest day in footy, isn't it?
Well, they call it the grand final, but there's nothing final about it for us. We'll be back here next year watching another epic encounter. Hopefully anyway. But for these two teams, there is no tomorrow. They may never get a chance again, and they'll be putting it all on the line. I can't wait.
We are the Thunder, and football is the game. We're all together, and winning is our aim. So cheer us on.
You couldn't orchestrate a more perfect setting for this year's grand final.
The crowd is very, very happy.
Today is the biggest day in footy, isn't it?
Well,
we have the toss of the coin. I can't wait for this match to get underway. I've had sleepless nights dreaming about this clash. Here's the first bounce of the grand final.
after all the hype and excitement, we finally have the start to the showpiece event of the season, the grand final.
Puts boot to ball. Passed by Sproul. McDonald running in, about to kick. Nice contested mark by Scott. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Going for goal number 1. Perfect kick. The first goal for Scott. Subiaco get a goal on the board first. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Clean tap out of the ruck. The balls come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Hagan kicks it. Lucky bounce collected. He shows the quick hands. He runs into the goal. McDonald going for number 1. I guess it was worth a go. Scott needed more altitude. I think it was touched. The Lions by 7 points. Teammates scrambling to make a lead. Totham couldn't hold on to that one. Penetrating hand pass. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. The Lions have scored the last 2 goals. Peel Thunder is risking falling too far behind way too early.
Totham can be kept quiet for 3 quarters and he still walks away with a bag of goals. You can't turn your back on him for 1 moment.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. And there's the bounce. Good tap from Menengola. Cleanly picked up. Ling kicks it out of congestion. Ablett has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
He kicks the ball. Jeps takes the uncontested mark. He lines it up with the goal. Jeps kicks for goal. It's going. Wow-wee, what a huge kick. Have the advantage on the scoreboard over.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Menengola decisively. Lucky bounce collected. Down goes Cracker. Good drop punt by Cracker. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Hagen decides to play on. Shears claims it. Dishes it off by hand. Floyd handing it back now. Pierce picks it up. He handballs it. Shears boots it. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Guided by Cripps. Ling with a kick at goal. Scott marks it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 15 metres out, 20 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. Score for the Lions. This lead getting bigger now. That's 3 in a row for the Lions. Peel Thunder already trailing by an uncomfortable margin.
Can be forced onto any side and he's still just as competent.
The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce.
Meningola can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Ling with a strong mark. He decides to play it on. He gets boot to the ball. Hagen with handball. Cripps takes a shot. Cripps puts it through.
The Lions could score the last 4 goals. Peel Thunder is risking falling too far behind way too early. All is in readiness. Look at that bounce. Clean tap out of the ruck. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Something has gone on behind play and there will be a free kick. Collinson with a daisy cutter. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well with the quick hands. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. There'll be a free kick here for something that obviously happened behind play. Opportunity for Stranatica, 25 metres out. Out on the full, the Thunder. Free kick. He decides to play on. Is in his possession. He's got the football now. Floyd kicks. And the mark will be paid. Ryan sends one up towards the wing. Good mark by Lewis Smith. Boots it. Nice mark. Boots it. No one troubling him there. Booted by Tucker. The contest, no match for him. 40 metres out. He's kicked it out on the full. Denning decides to play on. Jams it on the boot. Steele has it. Steele feeds it wide. Comben controls. He boots it from the pack. Perfect timing from McDonald. Sends the ball into the 50. Topham having no trouble taking that one. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
He's paid to kick these, Dennis.
And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. And the mark will be paid.
McDonald really wears his heart on his sleeve. The huge kick makes it through the goals. They're in front.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The ball has been bounced. Scott wins the tap. Terrible timing by Locke. Kicks towards 50. Jeff enjoying a height advantage. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Going for goal number 2. Look at that. Okay. He's put it through. A second goal in the bag. Subiaco in front. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Big leap. Gains possession. Hagen boots it. Great grab.
He gets boot to the ball. A good contested mark there. Hope by hand. Now he's asked for it back. He kicks the ball.
Going for goal number 1. Look at that. He's put it through. Subiaco had scored the last 6 goals. The Lions leads by 49. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Knocks it down in front. He has the ball. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. McDonald, ambitious kick. I can't believe it. It's a goal. The second goal in the bag. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Punched by Scott. Quick kick out of the pack by Comben. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Slams it on the boot. Ablett with an easy mark. Slams it on the boot. No contest for that mark.
He handballs it. Hagen kicks for goal. Hagen with a long goal.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is dead straight. Punched by Scott. Hagen kicks it. Shears got under it. That came off the boot with huge power. A solid mark from Keys. And that torp has gone supernova. Great mark.
He kicks the ball. Ablett with great hands. Passes by hand. Players with the 1-2. We're at the 92nd mark.
Blake just makes the goal line. The lead has been increased. Subiaco by 67. All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Punch by Scott. He's got the football now. He's got the footy in his hands. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Coughed up by Totham. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Great mark.
He sends it to an empty space. He slams that on the boot. Totham misses the ball. Totham with the shot. Totham has slotted it through for a 6-pointer. Lead.
All is in readiness. Nice bounce. Huge leap. Lucky bounce collected. Handballs. Stabs the ball. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. McDonald plays it off by hand. No contest for that mark.
Hagen really wears his heart on his sleeve, lining it up with the goal now. Hagen has a kick. He almost anticipated just where the pass was going and got there first.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Scott really gets onto this one. He kicks the ball out of congestion. The contest, no match for him. Gains possession. Going for goal number 1. Tantalizingly close. Behind. Subiaco leads by... We'll look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. Slams it on the boot. Takes that one strongly. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Hope. We'll need to give his feet a pep talk for this kick. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. Looks like he'll go out wide. Plays onto himself. Second quarter, here we go.
This quarter will tell us a lot about how this game is going to shape up.
Takes possession, chips it down towards half forward, takes control of the bouncing ball. Chips, wastes no time and bangs it forward. Lobs the pass. The Lions add one to their tally, and that puts them further in front. Subiaco have scored the last 9 goals. Subiaco in front.
He's just got a lot of tricks in the bag, which makes him so very hard to stop. He's also got an amazing highlight reel.
The bounce is straight as an arrow. Menengola really gets onto this one. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack.
Sending it on its way. Ablett handballs it. McDonald boots it. He gets it under pressure. Jeffs handballs it. Hope has a kick. Nice kick.
Subiaco have scored the last 10 goals. The Lions beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 93-0. Bounce goes the ball. Huge leap. Ablett onto the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. McDonald got under it. Slams it on the boot. Cripps with the mark. Played on. Sends it on its way. He gets above the crowd. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Ablett going for number 1. He holds his breath. Goal from a long way out by Ablett. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Menengola with the hit. Kicks it. Nice hands.
Hope decides to play on. Hagan gets the handball. He gets boot to the ball. He grabs it, lining it up with the goal now. Cripps with the shot. Cripps, wonderful goal.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Menengola thumps it forward. He boots it from the pack. Totham gathers. He gets another possession. Daylight between him and the goals. He kicks it gun barrel straight. 4 goals and no sign of stopping. Scott puts them further in front. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Punched by Menengola. Ling comes away with the ball. Sends the ball to open space. Lake aims for his man on the ground. Shoots off the handball. Kicks it. A free kick paid for some off-ball trouble. Sends the Sharon on its way. Strong mark by Duman.
Duman has some potential, and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort. That's out on the full. He kicks the ball. Sutcliffe with the mark. Sending it on its way. A great mark under pressure. Sending it on its way.
A miss from Cripps. The Lions lead Peel Thunder by 112. Jeffs has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Subiaco lead for Thunder 113-0. He kicks it to himself. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. He chooses to play on. Lake slams it on the boot. Jeffs over the top. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Going for goal number 3. Goal to the Lions. Jeffs makes the hat trick. Subiaco in front.
Jeffs just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Menengola gets onto the ball. McDonald has the ball. Lovely hand pass, hits the man. Ablett with the tap. The loose ball scooped up. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. The Lions with the ascendancy over the Thunder, leading the match 125-0.
They're just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Minangola with the tap. Takes possession. Quick kick out of the pack by Lake.
Sproul can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. He steadies now in front of goal. Sproul goes for goal. The ball's travelling. Jeez, poor kicking. Have the advantage on the scoreboard over.
He has a few options. Plays onto himself. Gets the kick off as he's taken down by Scott. Jeffs executes the goal well. 4 goals and he's got it on a string. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Minangola taps it. He has the ball. Heads up the corridor. Takes. Played on.
That's play on.
Shears gets it out of the crowd. Strong mark by Ablett. Picture perfect drop punt. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He lays off the pass. His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge.
Sending it on its way. A great mark under pressure. He lines it up with the goal. The ball's travelling. Magnificent kick of the footy. Lead.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce is dead straight. Deft touch from Sproul. Goes short with a hand pass. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Opportunity now for Scott. Goes by hand. Going for goal number 2. Nice goal from Ablett. A second goal in the bag. The Lions fight 144. The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Gets a handball to the running man. Sheridan grabs the ball on the bounce.
The umper's had enough. It's a ball up. Sproul with the tap. Comben controls it. A long kick there. Steele with the mark. Slams it on the boot.
That's play on.
McDonald with the hand pass. Nice 1-2. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Nice mark under pressure. Jeffs kicks towards the forwards. Jeffs shoots it. Good mark on the run. Scott plays it on. Trims the grass with that one. Marks takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Jeffs just manages to sink it. That's number 5. The Lions with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 150-0. Both Ruckman have their eyes on the ball. And there's the bounce. Sproul got a fist on it. Ablett boots it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Sending it on its way. Good mark. Lining it up with the goal now. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. He's hit the post on the full. He really needs to lift his game. Just 2 minutes left.
Deft touch from Sproul. Ling sticks out his hands and collects the ball. He's driven that ball hard, but it's a miss. Subiaco with the advantage as they lead the Thunder 151-0. Totham gets the upper hand. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song.
Topham.
Getting them further in front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce, laser straight.
Sproul.
Gets onto the ball. Ablett onto the ball. That's a massive kick. Marks.
Hey, Mark.
Orgarinos.
Lining up. 30 metres out. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here.
Orgarinos.
Shoots for goal.
Orgarinos.
Executes the goal well. That's number 2. And they stretch out their lead. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The ball bouncing well.
Sproul.
Hits it. Is in his possession. Gets boot to high. Strong mark by Scott. Lobs the handball. Ablett going for number 3. It goes through for a behind. Subiaco leads by 164. Might have to kick it to himself. He plays on with a little kick. Jams it on the boot now. No one troubling him there. Slams it on the boot. Scott presents and takes the mark. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. Shot by Scott. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? The Lions in front. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. A dead straight bounce.
Ablett dishes it off to the running man. Has the mark all to himself. His approach looks good. Keys shoots for goal. He's missed the goal. Lead.
He'll be looking to spot the player on the burst. Kick to himself. Oh, he's given that to up an almighty thump.
Sproul.
Claims it. A lovely drop punt. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Scott with a low spearing kick.
Topham.
Marks. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side.
Topham.
Thumps the ball for goal.
Topham.
With the goal.
Subiaco's lead Field Thunder.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow.
Sproul.
With the tap, lobs the pass.
Ling.
Slams it on the boot. Hands like dinner plates. Cripps plays on with the quick hands. McDonald taking a chance at goal. That's a very well executed goal. Subiaco leads by 183. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Nice bounce.
Sproul.
Gets onto the ball. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Opportunity now for
Topham.
There's the siren to start the second half.
The final half of the year, let's get it on.
Menengola nicely outclassing Block. The contest, no match for him. Cripps boots it. The mark is taken by Keys. Gets boot to Leather. Takes the mark all by himself.
Ablett doesn't even break stride when gathering the loose ball, just clean hands. He gets boot to the ball. Combin having no trouble taking that one. He gets boot to the ball. Sutcliffe gets the interception on the bounce.
That's a ball up.
Tap to advantage. He controls the bouncing ball. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Scott executes the goal well. It must be hard work making goal scoring look this easy.
He's the man to go to. He thrives on pressure. Give him the ball and he just does the rest.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
It's intercepted. McDonald slams the ball to his boot. Gets the loose ball. He gets boot to the ball. He gets it under pressure, sending it on its way. It comes off hands. Magnificent kick of the footy.
The Lions leads by 195. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Menengola gets onto the ball. McDonald is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. Scott presents and takes the mark. 30 metres from home. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. Scott drives the ball towards goal. Subiaco with a handy break, leading the Thunder 201 to nothing. He's putting on a masterclass with goals like that. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
He grabs the footy. He slams that on the boot. Strong mark there. He lays off the pass. He boots it.
In the back.
Steele has given away a free kick. Collinson taking aim. He kicks the ball. The mark will be paid. He boots it.
Let's play on.
Steele with a low spearing kick. Nagel handballs it. Tackled but gets the handball off. Combin puts his head down and runs in. Combin scores with a beautiful kick. Subiaco by 207. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Good tap from Menengola. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. Here's a chance for Sproul. Choose to kick it. A great effort. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Scott lets fly with a shot at goal. Subiaco with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Peel Thunder 213 to 0. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Menengola can really set the tone of the game with his ruck work. He just always gives his team first use of the ball. He's caught with the ball. Sending it on its way. His approach looks good. He marks the ball.
Scott lines it up. What a great goal by Topham. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Menengola hits it, takes possession, jams it on the boot now. A favourable bounce. The kick spins off in the wrong direction. A no-good kick from
Sproul. The Lions lead Peel Thunder.
Might have to kick it to himself. He kicks it to himself. Kicks the skin off it.
A mark by Ling.
Ling doesn't even break stride when gathering the loose ball. Just
Out on
hands.
the full.
He gets boot to the ball. It's a mark. Spur kicks it. He gets it under pressure. Puts boot to ball. It's a mark.
Comben plays it on, sends it on its way. Scott takes an uncontested mark.
Hagen.
Gets the ball. A chance to add one more to his tally.
Topham.
Has it. He spears the ball. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Going for goal number 2.
Hagen.
With the goal. He's bagged a couple now. The lead has been increased.
The Lions
In front. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
He's intercepted it. Ablett by hand. Menengola sends it back. Handballs it into open space. Hill boots it. Keys with the mark.
Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Nice mark there. Opportunity for Scott. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He steadies now in front of goal. Here he is going for goal number 7.
The Lions
With the ascendancy over the Thunder, leading the match 232-0. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Menengola got the hit out. McDonald with the ball. The ball spills to
Topham.
Trims the grass with that one. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up.
The Lions
With the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 238-0. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Menengola knocks it down the field. He's got the footy in his hands.
Denning.
Sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Moves it quickly by hand. Only 3 minutes remaining. He's got the footy in his hands. Puts the head down as he runs in. Going for goal number 1. He kicks it gun barrel straight.
Subiaco.
In front.
Denning is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Clean tap by Menengola. He boots it from the pack.
Topham.
Picks up the bouncing ball. Sutcliffe was taken high. Sutcliffe gets a less than pretty drop punt away.
Hope has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. He kicks the ball. Sproul marks the ball. He steadies now in front of goal. Sproul with the shot. It's on its way. Sproul goes long and gets the goal.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Good tap from Menengola. He kicks the ball out of congestion.
Sproul.
Lining up. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Scott lining up. 30 metres from home. Scott thumps the ball for goal. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun.
The Lions
Leads by 2, 56. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Guided by Menengola. McDonald kicking the ball free of the pack. Kicks. Takes it well.
Topham.
Going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. Scott pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal.
The Lions
Over. Peel fumbled by 2-62. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is dead straight.
Menengola has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Menengola thumps it forward. The ball in the hands of Cox. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Scoops up the ball. Collected by Keys. He must have intended to kick that somewhere. I'm just not sure where. The clock ticks down with only 90 seconds left. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Subiaco in front.
They're just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Claimed by Menengola.
Sproul.
Gets the ball, jams it on the boot. And the mark will be paid. He opts to play on. There's no one there to defend it. Nice kick. The lead has been increased by Scott.
The Lions
In front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce straight down.
McDonald finds the handball. He gets boot to the ball. Topham drops it. He lays off the pass. He could not have kicked that any better. Have the advantage on the scoreboard over.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. There's the bounce. Guided by Menengola. McDonald gets it out of the crowd. A great effort. Scott going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week.
The Lions lead Peel Thunder.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Menengola with the tap. Takes possession. That came off the boot with huge power. Scott claims it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Goal for Scott. He chalks up another, and that puts them further in front.
The Lions
With a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Peel Thunder 98-0. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Menengola can really set the tone of the game with his ruck work. He just always gives his team first use of the ball. He chooses to play it on. Perfect kick. Out in front over.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Nice bounce. Menengola got the hit out. He gets his hands on the footy.
Comben.
Handball short.
Sproul.
With the kick. Marked by Scott. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. With the ball now. A magnificent kick right through the middle. He's giving it all he's got this match. That's number 3.
Hagen.
Puts them further in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckmen unleash. Menengola with the first touch.
Unger.
A good crummer. The ball bounced favourably for
Floyd.
It's the last quarter and there's just no holding back now.
Ablett with the ball. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
If you're going to kick that, Paulie, you may as well just give the ball straight back to the opposition.
Nice mark there. Scott lining up. A pretty safe bet from this position. Scott unloads one towards goal. If this game were being played on water, the Lions would be walking on it.
Has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out. The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates.
He hand passes the ball, puts boot to ball. A miss from Glynn. Subiaco by 3, 17. He's searching for his teammates. He plays it to himself. Boots it. Totham has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Gathers the ball, and it's rushed across the line for a behind. Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Great mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. The ball is thumped towards goal by Scott. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out. The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates.
Ablett kicks it out of the congestion. The contest, no match for him. He's heading for home. The Lions are nailing the coffin shut. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Menengola taps it. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pad. Marked by Scott. Look at that. He's put it through. Scott just off the charts here. Subiaco are in control of this game.
They've just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
A dead straight bounce. Menengola with the mighty fist. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
He's got a hand to it. It's just a point. Subiaco leads by 3, 37. He decides to play on. A desperate kick there. Sutcliffe has it. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. The ball is thumped towards goal by Glynn. Good mark on the run. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 20 metres out. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Menengola punches. Is in his possession. Collinson with the mark.
He gets boot to the ball. Nagel with a strong mark. He handballs it. Nice interception. Cracker puts his boot on it.
Lobs the pass. Hands it out to open space.
Free kick.
Ablett throws it clear as day.
Bring it back.
Kicks it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Locke kicks the ball. Combin with the ball.
Play on.
He gets boot to the ball. Cripps, just the better man in that contest. Puts boot to ball.
Ball goes over the line and out of play. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. Locke didn't even get close to that tap. A good job keeping it in play there. Works it across the ground. Menengola, the better man there, going for goal number 1. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Scott going through his routine. Unfortunately, they mowed the grass very short tactically this week. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Menengola outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Has it now. Goes by hand. Picture perfect drop punt. Takes that one strongly. Boots it. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Put another defender on him. Scratch that. Put them all on him.
They've just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
All is in readiness. The ball has been bounced. Tapped by Menengola. He's got the footy in his hands. Ablett has a head which is much better than his feet. If only he had 3 heads, 1 on each leg. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp.
Totham.
Going for
Out
number
on the
8.
full.
A rushed kick. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Out of bounds in the pocket. The ball will be thrown in. Only 4 minutes remaining. Menengola really gets onto this one. The ball is thumped towards goal by Scott. The Lions by 3, 56. He decides to play on. He gives the ball a mighty roost. Menengola drops it. Ablett controls it. Bumps the pigskin.
Totham.
Will be upset with that. Scott starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, depends on the side.
The Lions
are nailing the coffin shut. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Menengola got a really good footballing brain. He boots it. Strong mark there. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. It's on its way. Magnificent kick of the footy.
The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Lock.
Timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop.
Jeffs.
Passes. He runs for home. Pinpoint accuracy from Scott. The league record is under threat here. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Good bounce. Menengola got a fist on it. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Strong mark. Scott plays it on. Scott with a great kick. Subiaco are in control of this game. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Good bounce.
Menengola, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. He slams that on the boot. That's a nice, strong mark. Sending it on its way.
He can't close the deal, and it's a point. Subiaco with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 3-81 to nothing. Snicks the ball away in time. He steadies now in front of goal.
Totham.
Aiming for the goals. Marks. Scott going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. Subiaco get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Scott increases the lead. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce.
Lock.
Not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Scott with the mark. Richo, what are his chances from here?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
35 metres out. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. If this game were being played on water, Subiaco would be walking on it.
He's one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club.
The rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Bounce goes the ball. Menengola with the tap. McDonald has the ball. Hand passes. He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, he's had it again, Dennis. He just seems to be everywhere tonight.
Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 30 metres from home, and he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Scott taking a chance at goal. It looks like Subiaco have this one in the bag.
Has his feet firmly on the ground and is just a great leader around the club.
Here's the bounce. Punched by Menengola. Penetrating hand pass. McDonald takes a low stab kick. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Tottenham kicks the ball. Ablett with handball. Shears returns it. His approach looks good. Keys with a strong mark.
Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 30 metres out. Now this shouldn't be too hard for Keys. The Lions are nailing the coffin shut. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Tapped by Sandilands. Booted by Ablett. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. It was all his. Shears taking aim. A monster kick will be required from here. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. A long way out. An ideal position to be kicking from. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Shears can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Sandilands with the hit. Has it now. Rocketed long by Ablett. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. The umpire will launch it in from the boundary. The ball is returned to play. The clock ticks down. Only a minute left. McDonald taking a chance at goal. Wins the hard ball. Sandilands with the hand pass. Spur kicks. Ablett claims it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. This 45-degree angle shouldn't be too hard for Keys. Going for goal number 2. Marked by Spur.
He gets boot to the ball. Great hands. Shears lines up. Shears with the shot. Keys marks it. He lines it up with the goal. He plays on.
Peel Thunder get the free kick as it goes out on the full. Kicks the skin off it. Sandilands' delusions of grandeur. Late with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. The ball is socket. Keys was more obvious than picking the python out of a bucket of worms. Deliberate should be the call. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 45 metres out. A magnificent kick right through the middle, and that puts them further in front. won the grand final. I don't know who's happier at the moment, the players, the coach, or the fans. Listen to the roar of that crowd.
They've really worked hard for this all season.
Well, you hope for a grand final, it's a decent contest, but today's match really was a one-sided affair.
Of all the days to play so poorly. A real sloppy game with no exciting moments.
It truly is amazing. They've been giving up to 110%. Every piece of energy their bodies had to offer has been given, but now all the pain forgotten as they enjoy this adulation.
Yeah, they worked hard and now it's time to celebrate.
I wouldn't be surprised if intermingled with that